Hey, and welcome to Rocco Wrecked, where I take food and loosely based recipes and put some food together and see if I wreck it or if it's actually edible. So this is our first one, and my lovely daughter, Lauren, is manning the phone, and we're gonna try and do this in one take without any editing and just see how it goes. So today we're gonna work with pizzas. So this morning I made some pizza dough in the bread maker, and it didn't call for yeast, but I put some yeast in there anyways. So we're gonna see if I even wrecked the dough. So I'm gonna start with a dessert pizza first. So I have my dough on a stone, and I'm gonna take some cinnamon sugar, and I'm just gonna lightly sprinkle some cinnamon sugar on the bottom of this. I'm not gonna cover it, and then I have some thinly sliced apples, and they've been sitting in some lemon juice and some sugar just to keep them white. I kept the skin on because I just thought that would add some extra color. So see if I can quickly come up with some little scheme here. Just gonna go around in a circle first and see how this goes. Oh, it smells good already. All right, here we go. Then I have some hot honey. It's honey infused with chilies. And so we're doing a little Mexican theme today. So after I put the apples on, I'm going to drizzle some of this hot honey over the top of it. That looks pretty good. So here goes the honey. So the honey had crystallized a little bit, so I stuck it in the microwave a couple times just to loosen it up. Remember, honey won't go bad. You can bring it back to life. Just put it in some hot water or even in the microwave. And not like real maple syrup. You have to keep that in the fridge. All right, that's it so far. I'm like, let's put some chocolate chips on it. I've got some mini chocolate chips here. So let's just sprinkle some of these on here. All right, that looks better. What do you think?
Oh, yes.
All right, so let's move on to the more savory one. Wash my hands real quick. So this one is going to be more savory, and I just pulled some things from the cupboard, and I know that Lauren doesn't like refried beans, so half of it is going to have refried beans, and the other half is going to have chili without beans. And so that's going to be our base. So let's go ahead and put this on here, because this looks really unappetizing, but let's see how it turns out. So I'm just gonna make my line here and then spread this out. It doesn't smell too bad. You know it's gonna get cheese, so that'll help everything. So I'm just gonna try and bring it to the edge just like a regular pizza. All right, that looks, I don't want to get too heavy on there. All right, there's that side. And then this will be the vegetarian more side with the refried beans. And then we're gonna put some veggies on top on both sides. So let's spread this out. Refried beans are a little harder to work with. Getting hungry, Lauren?
Oh, yes. Very hungry.
Oh, shout out to Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. It's kind of a rainy off and on day here. So we'll see if we can celebrate outside today. Well, I don't want to put too much on there, so. All right, so then I've got some jalapenos and some olives and then some really thinly sliced onion that we're gonna put on there. So I'm gonna do olives first. Now, you don't like olives, right?
I do not.
All right, so I'm only gonna put the olives on the refried bean part. All right. Then there's one, oh, the last one over there. All right, then some jalapenos. I try to slice them a little on the thin side. They're not my favorite thing, but they do add a little bit of interesting flavor. I'm gonna put more on your side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in fact, I'm gonna use all of them on your side. All right, and then I thinly sliced some red and white onion. So I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle that on here around, and that'll add some interesting color, I think. That looks so much better.
It's delicious.
I was gonna like sprinkle it with some like pepper flakes, but I think the jalapenos will be enough.
Yeah.
All right, then just a little bit of white onion on there. And we're almost ready for the oven here. See what happens with this crust. And I'm thinking this looks pretty edible right now, both of these. All right, so that's it before I put the cheese on it. I try to keep them pretty separate. So let's just put some taco style cheese on here. The oven is preheated at 400, and the bread dough recipe said about 15 to 20 minutes. So I'll probably check it at 15. And I like my crust a little on the crunchy side, but with a bite, like enough to chew. All right, so there's our savory pizza. We have a meat side and a veggie side. And then here's our dessert pizza, which looks wonderful. And we're gonna pop them in the oven and see how they go. And we'll be back in a little bit.